Ellie, I've been doing a lot of research on the wage gap between men and women, and I found this video. Did you know that even Batgirl had to fight for equal pay?
Really?
Yeah, let's check it out. Look.
Oh, hell yeah! Let's do it.
Tie us before it's too late.
It's already too late. I've worked for you a long time and I paid less than Robin. Same job, same employer means equal pay for men and women.
No time.
Holy sexism, Batman! So, in 2015, women only earned about 79 cents for every dollar that men earned. That's like a 20% wage gap.
Wait a minute. Harriet Tubman's supposed to be on a $20 bill. Does that mean it's only going to be worth $17 now?
Oh my god!
No, but if the same pace of change continues that it has since 1960, it'll be another 45 years until women have equal pay as men.
Dang.
That's insane.
Yeah. Time for your first edition of Luke's Call to Action. Not only is it important that we recognize the wage gap that is formed between men and women, but we also have to be proactive in changing it. That's why I encourage all of you to join in on Twitter and hashtag equal pay now. We might say no to drugs, but you should say yes to equal pay.
Gets me thinking. So you would think that with this 20% wage gap that women have against men, that this feminism movement would be bigger than it is.
Yeah,
Why
you
isn't
think
it?
so. A poll done by a research and communications group found that only 85% of Americans actually even believe in equal rights for women. So that means 15% of the people we're living around don't even believe in feminism or equal rights for women at all.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know. I think feminism should be called something different, like common sense or something.
Wow.
Hello and welcome back to Luke's Call to Action. This is round 2 here. And we're talking about today a little bit about feminism and how it's just as delusional to say you support equality and not feminism as it is to say you drink water but don't drink H2O. It makes absolutely no sense. So that's why I encourage everyone to take part, support your feminists, your local feminists, your national feminists, and recognize them for the important changes they're making for the lives of all women in our community. And I encourage everybody on Twitter to jump in the fight and hashtag support feminism. So if feminism's such a big deal, what are the things going on out there that requires it? You know, why is it so important?
Well, the AAUW, which is an association for women's rights and equality, stated that in 2014, state legislatures have introduced 468 restrictions on women's bodies and none for men.
None for men?
None. Like zilch, nada.
Huh. Breastfeeding mother squirted her boob at a woman who complained. Not all heroes wear capes.
Evidently not. No. Time for Luke's third call to action. Now, did you guys know that women have been charged with indecency, lewd behavior, or other things for something as small as revealing their nipple in public? That's why I encourage all of you to join the Free the Nipple campaign. This is a national campaign started with the intention of equaling women's rights in this world and allowing them to do something as simple as free the nipple, which men are allowed to do, and not be scrutinized for it. So I encourage all of you, let's free the nipple! Free the nipple! Free the nipple! Well, I don't know why feminism is really that important, guys. I mean, you always see all these young girls getting pregnant all the time. Why should we fight for women?
Wow. So, self-impregnating teenage girls. These men should be afraid. We as women are evolving at alarming rates.
Oh yeah, definitely, Luke. We're self-impregnating. Let me just throw a little knowledge at you. The CDC stated in 2014 that in the U.S., a total of 249,078 babies were born to women aged 15 to 19.
Call me an idiot.
You said it, not me.
Your fourth edition of Luke's Call to Action here. And I think the theme of today is that it truly does take two to tango. So that's why in instances where women become pregnant, we don't marginalize and disenfranchise these women for it. We support them and we step up as men. We step up and realize that we have a daddy duty, for those of you keeping up on Twitter, to these women, and we step forward and be the fathers that we should be. Hey, that reminds me the other day. I heard a funny joke the other day, guys. It said that scientists have found a new food that decreases women's sex drive by up to 90%. It's called wedding cake.
Did he just?
He did.
Oh my god.
It's funny, right?
Dude, no. Do you not understand how much sexual violence and dating violence is prevalent in our world today?
Really?
You do realize that 10 to 14% of married and cohabitating women are raped at least once by their partners, right?
No, I had no idea.
And did you know that there are more women killed by their husband or boyfriend than there are people killed in Afghanistan, Iraq, and in terrorist attacks.
So I guess it's not funny to ever joke about sexual violence, is it?
No, it
No.
isn't.
Wow. Like I said, it never is funny to joke about sexual violence. And that's why our next hashtag is #handsoff. Every guy must know that it's absolutely unacceptable to ever put their hands on a woman in any sort of physical debacle, much less with sexual malintent. It's so important that we realize that, especially here on a college campus where it can be so prevalent, that it cannot be allowed whatsoever, and every woman should know that there are always helplines available and always people to reach out to. Hey guys, that reminds me of another funny joke. Do you guys know why they call the area between a woman's breasts and her hips a waist? Any takers? You guys know this one? No? No? Well, they call it a waist because there's plenty of room for an extra pair of boobs.
Dude.
What?
Do you not understand what is happening on college campuses with objectifying?
No, what's happening with college campuses?
I can't believe you don't know. Well, in a study that was conducted by 3 colleagues, they found that 94% of undergraduate women have experienced unwanted objectified sexual comments or behaviors towards them over the course of a semester.
94%?
Yeah.
But you know, feminists are always so uptight. Their panties are always in a bunch. You know, you can't even say hello to a woman these days.
Well, of course it's okay to say hello to a woman, but if you say, "Hey baby, give me a smile," to a complete stranger, you're kind of a douchebag.
Yeah, Luke, you're a douchebag.
Evidently. And now it's time for Luke's final call to action. Anyways, you know, as the old saying goes, if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. It's time that we have less bystanders and more people who are ready to intervene and fight for the women's rights that are still being deprived of them today. Feminism movement is a powerful movement, and the more people that are able to get behind it, the sooner that we'll see women treated as equals in society, and we'll be a better society for it. Thank you for joining in, and I'm glad you were able to join me on Luke's Calls to Action.